Get ready to take a trip down memory lane with one of the most iconic vocal groups of the late 80s and early 90s. Known for their silky smooth harmonies, undeniable charm, All I Do Is Think of You, and Sweet November, this Pasadena, California quintet defined an era of R&B representing total respect of other people. Please welcome the legendary Troop. Hey fellas, how y'all doing, man?
Doing good, man. How
Got
you
I'm
doing?
doing all right. How you doing, man?
Oh man, everything is fine. I thank y'all for coming on to the show. John, we kind of familiar with each other, John, but I'm thank
Yeah.
you again, man, for taking the time out to come back to A Vision Entertainment.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I do, man. Some of the fans talked about certain things like, how did you guys like? How did the members of the group come together, and what was that moment you knew you had a special harmony?
Mm. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. I was about to tell you, take it, bro. Well, I knew something was special even before the group even manifested and got together. I knew
Mhm.
that there was something special about myself and Steve
Okay.
because we were dancers, and he was a great and an incredible Michael Jackson dancer, man. Steve was dope, man. He was really dope. And I just knew that it was something special about the two of us at that time. When we actually made the connection with Rodney and Reggie, it
Yeah.
was just like another bond that the two of them had for each other, and the bond that Steve and myself had for each other. So it was like we kind of knew that there was something really special about the four of us at that time. And then the actual cat that we had with us at the time, it was a guy named Shane Pittman. It was the five of us. This was like after the putting on the hit
Putting on the hits.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Rodney and Reggie and Vernon Stewart and Atron. They were the guys that did the putting on the hits television show. But Rodney's mom always had like a few people to be like on the side just in case if somebody got sick or whatever. And it just so happened at that time it became myself, Steve, Reggie, and Rodney, and and Shane. We had tried out for this guy. He was a producer and a great guitar player. His name was Greg
Perfect.
Perret. We had an audition with him, and he liked what he saw, and he put us in the studio, and we did a couple of songs. Yeah,
Couple of video. We did a video.
yeah,
We did
yep.
Okay.
and he
Yeah.
set us up. He set us up for the meeting with the showcase with
Okay.
what was it
Yeah.
Airster? I don't remember what label it was.
A&M. It was
A&M.
A&M. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And
When you
it was
mentioned the
kind of
video,
rushed.
okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, you said what now?
No, you mentioned the video. Do you ever remember what
Yeah.
video that was?
Yeah, it was a song
That
called
was Love Tour.
Lovejoy.
Yep.
Okay. 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 All right.
Yeah.
That very special boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that, and he kind of rushed us to, he kind of rushed us to package,
Yeah.
and so we went to SIR. We did
Yep.
another video and did an audition for the label, and we didn't get it. We didn't get. They didn't like us like that, so we didn't get signed. And so we went on, and we just kept on as a group, just doing our thing. And after a while, I stole. I went into Rodney's mother's.
Yeah.
I went into Rodney's mother's phone book,
Oh,
and I stole the guy, the first guy who saw us, Greg Perret. I stole his phone number, and I went home and I called him by
yeah.
myself. And I
Oh,
yeah, and I
Yep.
was like, Greg, I was like, man, hey, this is Steve from Troop. He was like, hey, Steve, how you do? I mean, not Troop, but he
yeah.
was like, hey, Steve, hey. And I was like, hey, Greg, I know you can't do nothing with us, but if if there's anybody you can turn us on to instead of just leaving us alone, man, can you turn us on to somebody? And he
Wow.
said, you know what, man, there is somebody, man. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you back, Steve, man. I'm glad you called me. There is somebody. So it was
Wow.
like 2 weeks. It could have been a month, close to a month later. It didn't come right away, but he called me back, and
Mhm.
he had this guy named David Cook on the phone, And I turned it right back over to Rodney's mom. I was like, okay, you gotta call mom. This is our manager's handling everything.
Yeah.
And then so David Cook started dealing with us, and we eventually he started taking us around, getting demos done all over the place. John and Alan was just put in so much work, man.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah.
singing and so much work getting the demos and stuff done to even get us to a point to where we wanted to do a showcase. David took a little more time, and we
Yeah.
ended up Sylvia. We showcased for Sylvia Roan, and then we did another one for Merlin Bob, her assistant, and we ended up getting our deal with Atlantic on June 2nd, Tuesday, June
Yeah.
2nd, 1986.
Yeah.
June 2nd. What was this is very interesting. When you got the deal, what was the first thing you brought with the money, with the deal money?
I
Because I
think
know,
we all got cars. I think we all went and got us cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, everybody bought cars. Okay.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
we all went and got cars, man. I think that was the first thing we did.
Yeah.
Got
So
little
so
vehicles we could afford.
oh wow, well that was good, man. People talk about Sylvia Rome all the time. Does she manage the group also?
No,
Okay,
no, she didn't manage us.
okay. But she was a part of something that y'all was all
She was
doing.
the head of the situation.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
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 She put y'all on basically.
Yes, exactly. She
Yeah.
was the lady who signed us to
Yeah,
Atlantic.
yeah.
Yeah.
She gave us the deal.
The deal. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What is the story behind the name Troop, and who came up with that name?
Well, we were called the guys. We had went through a lot of names. We were called the guys, and we had got down to the limit. We had our single. We had everything in place that we wanted. And there was another group called Guy coming out that had a release date like 2 weeks or so before ours.
Yeah, yeah.
So we decided. I just said Troop. Let's just be Troop because we did a dance called Troop.
Oh,
So I said, let's just be Troop, and everybody unanimously was like, yeah, 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 that's cool. And then we said it to the record company. They was like, great. Merlin was like, okay, great, let's go. And
wow,
then
Yep.
wow,
Alan,
48 hours. 48
yeah.
hours. Mama Sita came out.
wow. Oh, Mama,
It was that quick. Yep.
wow, wow.
It was that
48 hours.
fast, man.
Yep.
It was that fast.
Wow,
Yeah.
Uh,
y'all dropped Mama Sita 48 hours after that.
yeah,
Wow.
it
Yeah.
hit, man. And when I tell you it hit like a windstorm,
Yeah.
that radio, they was trying to figure out this
Yeah.
is not Levert. Who the hell is this? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? This ain't Levert. Okay, let's. Who is this? So it was amazing, man.
Yeah.
So coming up with that title, Mama Sita, John, was it you who came up with that and said, look, let's go and just make this song called Mama Sita? Who came up with
No,
that?
that was Gerald
That
and
was
them. That was
Joe
all
Levert.
Gerald. Yeah.
Oh, they
Yep. That
came
was
up with
Gerald
that.
Levert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, because y'all definitely had connects with them too. All y'all was like
Yeah,
really
they
together.
produced our first hit.
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did. Wow. 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 Okay. This is something very important for me to know. Like, think back to the very first time all of your voices locked in perfect harmony before contracts and before the cameras. In that moment, did you feel like you were making music, or did it feel like you had you had family found your family?
You had family found your family, and you were on the yellow brick road.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man, because y'all came together, man. You definitely changed a lot. And there was a lot of different talents out here. I mean, it was a bunch of groups.
There
You
was a
know,
lot
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, it
yeah.
was a lot of groups, man, out there. And this is my first time ever knowing about the acronym of TRUE. You came
Oh,
up with respect as total respect of other people. So did
yes.
that change when the competition start coming in, like
Nah.
Jodeci, 112, and all these other groups?
Well, they came after us. We had already did our thing before they came around.
Oh, that was afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were after us when we started our lawsuit. When we started going through a lawsuit,
Yeah.
that was the space that we gave them. They all came in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we sat for 18 months going through litigation. So a lot of time had passed. So you had your chance to be able to go ahead and find out about Jodeci and Boys to Men and everybody else who came out after that.
Oh wow. Okay. 18 months. Wow. And that time, it was just like it wasn't no music coming out of nothing, right? In that time.
We
Not from
just
us.
not from us. We worked on our third album, but nothing was released. We wasn't doing any concerts or nothing like that. We were going through litigation.
Yeah, man.
So that mean everything
Yeah,
was locked down. It was locked down
Yeah,
for
we
you.
couldn't work.
right.
Wow.
Yep, we
I
couldn't
I,
work
I
until
know
our court case was decided.
was
It's pretty
settled.
Right.
tough.
Yeah, that was my question too, man. What did you all do as far as like did you work or did you just wait or just try to have your
Well,
own
we
business?
had money. We had money, so we were able to just chill and go through the court proceedings. I was in John. I tell you, I was in the studio the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Steve
I
was
was
in the
recording
studio.
the album the
Yeah,
entire time, so that
yep.
I wanted to make sure by the time we got out of litigation, we had an album ready.
Oh
That was
man,
that was my
we were
whole thing.
we
Mhm.
were working on tour on our third album. We were on
Yep,
tour in the studio working on some songs
Sure.
for the new record. We were already working while we were touring.
yep.
Oh, wow. So even on tour, you back in the studio doing work.
In the
Yeah,
hotel room.
in hotel rooms and stuff. And we went to a place that had like a studio, and we did I think a
There's a
couple of
couple
songs in that
studios on the
studio.
road. Yep,
Yeah,
Wow, wow. Yeah, yes, y'all was working. It was nonstop for y'all.
yeah.
Wow. It's
yep,
nothing
We
really
actually
bad
we
stuff.
me and Steve went to the studio to work with Levert on the Rope a Dope style single while we were on tour with Hammer.
yep.
Oh, wow, wow. You know what? What's amazing is like, what is the group's biggest highlight thus far that you can think about?
New Jack City was a big highlight, man. Getting in the movie, being
Yeah,
on the set.
Yo, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
That was
New
that
Jack
was
yeah.
that
City.
was that was big, man.
That was
You know,
big.
I think being on tour with Keith Sweat and being in front of 20,000 people every night.
Every night.
Yeah,
Wow.
No, it was like nothing can beat that. That's a bunch of highlight. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Traveling on the
yeah,
bus. You know what I'm saying? Soon as you get off the bus, you gotta wash your face and go to the record store because there's a line around the record store.
you got to sign that
Yeah,
album, right?
You
Yeah,
tired
yeah.
as hell, but you gotta
Yeah.
walk, you gotta sign all these autographs and
And
wait
take
to
all
get
these
to your
pictures.
hotel and
Yep.
yeah,
then want to try to get to a mall to buy something before the show after sound check.
yeah.
It was a wonderful life, man.
Now
Yeah.
was all that in the schedule? They tell you like, okay, tomorrow you got to sign this. Tomorrow you got to go out and promote that. It was all in the
Yes.
schedule.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
wow. Oh, wow. You talked about New Jack City. I don't that right there. You guys were singing around the fire, right?
No, that was
Or was that
Levert.
That was Levert.
not that?
We were
Was
singing in front of Carter right before he took it. We was
yeah, right.
singing in
Okay,
front
right,
of
right
him.
before he took it. Okay. Now, how was
Yeah.
that phone call getting that? Just get playing that role inside New Jack City, just that singing role. How was that? How did you get
Go
that
ahead.
call?
Go ahead, Jay.
It was man, it was I mean, we were happy, that we got the call to be in the movie.
Well, just
I
tell him,
think
tell him who called and tell him what happened.
yeah, our first of all, Spread My Wings at the time was like killing the charts and just,
Uh,
it was being played all over. And uh Mario Van Peebles was just like he was really into that song. And while he was, working on the movie, I guess he just thought about, hey, I need to get in contact with the management, try to get these fellas into the movie, see what we could do, get them on the soundtrack. And man, we got that call about being in this movie,
While we was
motion
on tour.
picture. Yeah, while we was on tour, motion picture from Warner Brothers and Ice-T and Wesley Snipes and
yeah,
Judd Nelson, and we were like, "What? Oh
and
man, yeah, we
Christopher
were we
Williams
were
too.
in.
Christopher Williams.
Yeah, Christopher Williams. Oh yeah, we were like really really ecstatic over everything. I think the only nervousness that we had was when we saw the trailer part to what Levert had did. They showed
Yeah.
us that,
Yeah.
Oh,
and we were like, "Whoa, what are we going to come up with?"
oh,
It
okay.
took us a
You had to
minute.
come up with
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So it took us a little minute to come up with what we came up with, but it ended up being out coming out to be dope, man. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
that's great,
Yeah.
man. Every group has that one starving artist memory. The cheap meals or the long van rides. When you look at each other now, which one of those struggles do you miss the most because of how close it brought you all?
The long bus rides, man.
Yeah. You know, you
Wow.
got 17 hours, 18 hours
The bus
of getting,
rides.
yeah, bus ride, man. Yeah.
Cause you can't do nothing but bond on the bus, man. You
That's it.
know,
Yep.
That's
you
it.
can't, after so many hours, you're gonna walk to the back and see what the other dudes are doing. You're gonna get up,
Yeah.
walk to the front to see what everybody else is laughing about. And it just brings, it just creates, it creates what your family is in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed it, man. We enjoyed it, man.
We did.
Man, we had it, man.
I
We
know. I
had it.
know.
Oh man, we have the most memorable stories ever to be able to remember for the rest of our lives, man.
Can you come up with one? With just if you could pick one out, just one good one, man. On the road, what happened on the road or backstage? Just
You
something.
remember that guy? It was one guy came to the hotel and grabbed and picked his woman up and carried his woman out the hotel.
Yeah, he
Oh
picked her
yeah.
up and put her over his shoulder and walked her out.
He carried her out of the hotel.
Sure
Oh, that's
did.
crazy. I would have left it there. I would have left her. That would have been
Hey,
it.
I would have left her there just because she wanted
Oh
to be
yeah.
there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
going to stay.
That's. I know that was a wild night. So we ain't even got to get too deep in that. I already know what a night that was.
Yeah.
Well, you gave the world some of its most romantic and healing music. But what did you have to give up on your own personal lives to make that happen?
Time.
Yeah.
There's this time
Time.
sacrifice. So much time.
Yeah. You
Right.
know, there's it's a lot of time away from home. You know, you have
Yeah.
a lot to do when you're in that studio. You know, you have to crank out the best songs that that God can go ahead to give you. You have to crank out them records, man. And that's a lot of time. You have to do 8, 9 songs, and then you move forward up and you got to do 12, you got to do 15 songs, so that's a lot of time, man. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, it was the time was the sacrifice. You know, away from
Yeah.
we eventually created and built families, but time was the sacrifice for the most part.
Yeah.
Wow. What happens when you actually get, I say, homesick, or either just you don't feel like it no more? Like what? How do you get your energy back after that? And I know it's the paychecks and stuff, but how did you actually get it back sometimes if you don't feel like it?
It just you realize this is what you chose and you go on.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
but I remember everybody crying. Everybody every
Yeah.
had their moment of breaking down in the beginning,
Oh, okay.
getting homesick. Everybody got homesick at one point and was really sad because
How long?
we didn't realize how hard it was to be what we wanted to be
Oh,
And to be away for that long.
and
I
to be
mean,
away. We were just
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, we were doing I like to correct Steve on one thing. When he rapped on my music, he said 6 days a week. No, we perform on our promotional tour 7 days a week,
Mm.
from
seven
Sunday to
days a week.
Sunday.
Wow.
Yes, from
Mhm.
Sunday
Wow.
to Sunday. And we were performing at 1 o'clock in the morning and back to the hotel,
Wow.
to get ready
Man,
to leave to go to the next show the next day. We flew 7 days a week. We got on an airplane 7 days a
7
week
days a
to
week.
go to
Wow.
somewhere to perform.
yeah,
We
Oh,
that
did
was
it
deep.
every day, man. Yeah, it was deep.
That was deep.
It was deep. It was a lot of
yeah.
work. A lot of work in that.
What was the longest you say you've been away from your family?
Shoot, Japan, you think, Jay?
Yeah, probably so. That's the furthest. As far as time, we've
Like
been
like
away.
like days,
Three,
like days.
we've been away for like three to 5 months. like
Oh, straight.
not being, yeah, not we were
Yeah.
living out of suitcases in hotels, man, and traveling on our bus.
Oh, wow. But if you could do it all over again, would you do it?
Yes.
Mine, yeah. You know what? Since Steve said it, yeah, I sure
Uh-huh.
would.
Okay.
Yeah,
I sure would.
I wouldn't
I sure
change
would.
a thing except for staying in my energy and my good, fresh
Yeah,
energy, knowing this is what I want to do. This is it. I
yeah.
got
This is
hit
it.
records. I'm staying right here. That's what
Yeah.
I.
Yep.
That's what I would.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing that I would change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't turn it no corners.
That's right.
See, and also too at the same time, it's the reason for everything else happening to us and for us
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of what we did in the beginning.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Wow.
turned out of as far as us being able to have, families and the way that we lived, and
That's
it
right.
was, it was because of what we were doing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather live right there in that aspect of it. Yeah, live right there. Yeah,
It's the work you got rewarded for.
absolutely.
It's the work you
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
Wow. If you could walk back in the studio during the recording of the biggest hit, during the recording of your biggest hit, what would you whisper to your younger selves about the industry that was about to change your lives forever? So basically, if you sitting there in the studio, but you can actually see your younger self, what would you tell him that's going to change his life forever?
I would say, hey, you're getting ready to. This is the song. This is a lifetime record right here. This is a song that's gonna probably be your signature song that people know you by. Period, and that's gonna last
yeah,
forever.
That's right.
Get ready and prepare yourself to financially secure yourself.
That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
Start writing a bunch of songs because this song is going to open the door up for you to be a publisher yourself and create your own
yeah.
publishing.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely,
You
absolutely,
know,
hands down, hands
stay on the
down.
road, I would say, and make sure. I would say this song is going to keep us on the road, and we're going to stay on the road.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. Do y'all have any older sons now that's in the music that y'all trying to school or any
Yeah, both of
nephews?
my all. I got three children. Put your heart in it. Stevie Hart, he's an artist. Sia Moon, she's an artist. And my youngest, my 13-year-old, he's a music producer, singer. So yeah, I didn't push it on him. I didn't even, I wasn't even recommending
Yeah.
music for
Yeah.
him. But yeah, my children are totally music heads.
Okay. But they got it
Yeah,
honestly from the dad.
yeah, they couldn't help it, man. I
Wow.
was in.
I got relatives that are,
Mhm.
because of what they seen, in me within the group, they're rappers, and
They
yeah,
saw it
it's
could
funny
be
to see. Yeah,
done.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is just my opinion. It always seems like when you talk to, big artists, that was out there, sometimes it seems like it always ends sadly to a lot of groups. But it never ends sadly to the ones that's like gatekeepers or those that's kissing butt Hollywood. But this is what I'm thinking. It's always seemed
Yeah.
like that, and it's like, was there ever a time where the industry tried to actually change y'all, didn't want y'all to be a certain way, or wanted y'all to dress a certain way or look a certain way?
Yeah, yeah. The record
Yeah,
company got
yeah,
at us. The record company got at us right away about hair, clothes, how we
absolutely.
look, everything. The record company
Real,
wanted us to look and be more like New Edition.
Oh,
And we wanted to. We understood it, but we wanted to. We were into Michael Jackson, so we was into our curl moving when our heads move and our dance steps. We were a little different.
yeah,
yeah,
So we just tried to compromise and clean up the Jerry curl a little bit by shaving the sides off, and just create a look for ourselves.
yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, we went through that. We went through
right
that.
away, right
Yeah,
away.
right away. You know,
Wow.
um, and they, and I don't blame them. They're getting ready to spend
Yeah.
money. I would, they got something to say about it, but you know, it
So
turned out,
yeah,
you know.
but they tried. But you
Yeah.
know, like you
Yeah.
said, they was gonna spend their money. So the minute you renege, it's a problem. When you tell me, I'm not doing that, man. You know?
Yes, it
Well,
is.
well, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a little. I'm sure it was a little issue for us to come to refuse stuff with Sylvia
Yeah,
back and forth, but
yeah,
that was part of us building and creating a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were building a relationship. She's got a group of new boys now. She got 4 or 5 new nephews that she's got to deal with. All different
Yeah.
personalities already see themselves a certain way, and she wants us to cut our hair all the way off. It's
wow.
like, damn, we're not even there yet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not like she was
Right.
wrong, but we're not
Yeah.
even at that place yet, man. We're not
yeah.
that mature at all.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we made a good compromise and just shoot. That's what troop ended up being, guys, with the Jerry curls on the top with tails,
That's
with
right.
the
Mm.
little Gumbies,
That's
with
right.
the names carvings in our head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you. I know you look at them old pictures, kind of make you laugh. Looking at the old videos and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Because it
Yeah.
would have been great for us to clean up like they wanted us to.
Yeah,
Hmm.
It would have been great for us to clean all the way up like they wanted us to, and still be hard and still be true.
Yeah.
It would have been cool still. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah. Well, I'm telling y'all something right now, man. Like I told you before, I'm giving y'all your flowers now because y'all made a statement when you dropped your albums and stepped into the industry. There's nothing like it at all. So I don't think that you can ever duplicate True. You can't. You just can't. You know, you're one of a kind,
Hmm.
unique.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's
man.
that's just it.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Welcome,
Thanks.
brother.
And
And
that
like
was our goal. That was the goal to be one of a kind.
Yeah.
right,
You know.
Yeah.
that's right. For groups, and I know y'all lost a member, man. Rest in peace to the member. One of the guys you lost too. For
Reggie.
groups, yeah, to Reggie. For groups that lost a member, what is the one thing about their presence, not their voice, but their spirit, that the stage still feels too quiet without?
On stage with Reggie, I would say. What you say, John? I say on stage.
Mhm.
On stage. On
Yeah,
On
stage.
you
stage.
miss him,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Reggie. You just can't help it, man.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
used to,
Reggie was that
Reggie.
dude.
Reggie was
He was
my
that dude.
energizer. He was the guy that I looked at when I was tired, or just when I needed to
Right.
keep up that energy. I look over at
To keep
Reggie.
going.
Reggie was on 10. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
He
You
was he
know?
was the energizer of the group, man.
Reggie was that. Yes, he was. He
Yeah.
was that fireball on the end of this, on the end of the stage, and he was just like you had. If you was going to keep up, and if you were tired, you're gonna take a glimpse at him, and then he'll catch you right back on.
Hey,
That was Reggie.
or you gonna get left behind?
Or you gonna get,
Uh,
you gonna get left behind. You're
you
gonna be
leave
lost in
behind.
the sauce, all in the dust. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
Reggie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Wow,
facts.
that's
uh,
facts, man. Y'all was great, man. When y'all
Thank
was doing
you.
big things, big
thank you,
things. You're
man.
welcome, brother. Big things, man. And just another thing, man. Is there something, and this is from a fan, is there something you've wanted to say to one of your group mates for 30 years, but haven't found the right normal moment to say?
Mm,
I'm not sure. We were pretty. For me,
yeah,
no, I don't think so. I was pretty
yeah,
vocal. I loved everybody openly, and
yeah,
I didn't really hold back a lot. I was very, whether it was
Outspoken.
confrontational or lovetational, whatever it was, I was with it. So I expressed my love and showed my love the best I could, and
yeah.
I said I love you a million times.
Okay, great.
You
Yeah,
know.
we've all let it out, man. We've all let it out
Yeah,
where it's like, um, I don't want to see none of my guys lost in any kind of way,
No.
in any kind of way. Um, those are my brothers. And at the end of the day, even when Michael Jackson was doing his thing, he
Yes,
still had to get on stage and sing "I'll Be There," ABC,
that's
and "For
right.
the
With his
Love You
brother.
Save."
That's right.
It is what it
Right.
is,
That's right.
and
And the
that's
other one, what's the other one?
uh
The other one
um
that they always say. The
that
other
was
song.
let me
I'll
see.
be there.
Nah,
Uh,
it
Yeah,
was a
no,
song
no,
that
no, no,
Michael
no.
had
It's
to
another one.
sing.
Michael had to sing. It was another one.
Oh,
It
come
was
on,
another one.
please.
Dog it. It
Up
was
tempo.
yep.
wow.
Uh
Ugh.
He got
I
so
want you back.
many. I
No,
want you
Wait.
back. No, not that.
no, no. But it
Can
comes from that era. But it was one of their other
you
songs.
feel it? Can you feel it?
No,
Nope.
no. It was a
No, no.
young
Oh,
song, but Michael had to sing it.
not shake your body.
No,
No.
it was the other one, Jay. The younger than that, the younger song
No,
than that.
younger.
Not Heartbreak Hotel.
Was
No,
it
younger.
shake my hand? She don't know. 5 minutes later, try to understand. I start
Things I
screaming
do for
and
you. Things I
shouting
do for you.
and acting
Th-
mad.
Things I
Yeah,
do for you. Things I do for
things
you.
that
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yes.
he had to
Yes.
sing that too. Even
Yeah.
so,
Yes.
he
Yes, he
must have
did.
been
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
well,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have y'all, man. Because I'm excited about backstories. I'm excited about how things went in the studio, and I just love that. The stage performances.
Yeah.
I love that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we
Top
had a ball, man.
We did. We
I
did. We had a ball.
on tour
We
and
were
all that.
on 10 every night, man. We were on 10 every night. The energy was high from 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 the dressing room to walking in the hallway to
Yeah,
hitting
yeah,
to the stage to the fans to right back to us on how we would perform, man.
yeah.
It
It
Hmm.
was
was
only
yeah,
one
we
troop,
had a
I tell you
ball at
that.
that.
It was only one ball of
That's
energy
real.
like troop.
That's
That's
right.
real.
It was only one ball of
Yeah.
energy like us at that time, man.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. And that's one
Yeah.
one group like y'all, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
You, you speak about the tour, just the tour bus again, driving on the bus all those hours. What kind of food did y'all eat back then? Like what was
Junk,
y'all stopping at?
waffle
Jump.
houses,
Yep.
waffle
Mm-hmm.
houses,
Oh, the whole
Yep.
a lot of Waffle House.
Yep.
wow. Yeah.
Waffle House been around a long time.
Yeah. I think they
Yeah.
started in Atlanta, didn't they? Or somewhere out
I'm
there.
not sure. We used to
Yeah.
stop when we see them on the road. We ate a lot of. It
Yep.
was a lot of. We didn't eat really that good. We just ate good, greasy food that we could get.
And,
We
and you
just
and you
stopped.
danced it off. You
Yeah.
danced all that
Yeah.
stuff off.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
how does it feel to know that your voices are the backdrop to thousands of people' most intimate life moments, their weddings, their first heartbreaks, and their healings?
Awesome, man. That's what we
Yeah.
recorded
Yeah.
our music for. We wanted to be. We wanted to be special and be people's backdrop. We wanted to be like
Yeah.
adorned like that. And be a part of people's lives. Memory could like the whispers are a part of my and the heat wave and stylistics. That's a part of my
Yeah.
DNA. So we wanted to be a part of. We wanted to join the bloodstream too.
Hmm.
Yep.
And get in people's system.
Yep.
That's well said there. That's well said. When the lights eventually go down for the last time, how do you want the world to remember the men behind the music rather than just the hits on the radio?
I mean, as
Um.
as solid, strong men who knew what they wanted, who
Right.
lived life and accepted their good days, accepted their bad days like they accepted the good,
Hmm.
and just soldiered out our journey, man. We made decisions that shortcut ourselves early. So we had to live looking at ourselves as look at the decisions that we made, that
Yeah.
messed us up. So we had that kind of a situation where we had to at a young age. It wasn't like us where how the Jacksons left Motown and went to CBS. We when we got off Atlantic, we didn't get another major record deal where we could continue, because if that was the case, we would still be hot to this day. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? We'd still be putting out the hottest group records. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So we
Right.
had to, I want to commend John. If you like, you go back to the question you asked, if I have said it something,
Yeah.
I just want to commend John on handling our journey so smooth and so godly,
Yeah.
so calmly, because we were heartbroken. We've lived a lot of years heartbroken because we were on top of the charts. We were a number one group. We were everything that we wanted
Yeah.
to be, and we were going to grow into be everything that we wanted to be. Solo albums, we were going to grow into being a great concept, and we cut ourselves short. I say we, as a team, we cut ourselves short
Yeah.
with certain decisions that we made. So I gotta commend John for handling it and soldiering it out this long, because that's how we went through a serious heartbreak with our career, man, and we made it still. People still love us to this day,
I
so.
gotta give it up for
Yeah.
John. John, I gotta
I,
give it up
I,
for him, man.
I know. I
Give,
want
give
to.
it up.
Hey, but I also too. I want to commend Steve for being that one that I needed, that actually inspired me to become a singer.
Yeah.
Because singing, I had nothing to do with. I didn't want to be a singer. I was trying to run from it, and I
Oh,
ran right into Steve. And
Yeah.
he,
wow.
pretty much the rest is history.
History.
And I will say that because of that, we have made our mark.
That's right. That's right.
Now we have our name on a building, on an outside of this building, that Michael Jackson did the moonwalk the first time inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our name is on the outside of that building, that same building.
Wow. Wow.
So,
That's
all the
awesome.
music,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
all the music that we've done, and we've gotten up to that part in our lives, yes, we've made our mark. And that's the biggest compliment and goal that I could say that Troop has
Wow.
done, and I'm really proud and happy about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
amazing, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just so many. I'm not gonna keep you long. There's just so many. I only got three more for y'all, man. But
That's cool.
your vision was to be different from R&B groups that came before you. Looking at the industry today, which current artists do you feel are most successfully carrying that specific all-around entertainer torch? Do you think there's anyone out here today that's carrying the torch that y'all carry, or any other
Chris,
groups? Like,
Chris Brown, B2K got it.
B2K, yep, B2K got it.
oh,
They do.
B2K got it. They got the magic. They got it. But
you got it?
definitely Chris Brown. He's definitely handling it
Yeah,
the way
Yeah,
he's supposed to handle it, man. He's just gonna
yeah,
be such an icon.
that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
But B2K would be the group that I say
Close to it.
that's got, yeah, B2K is close
yeah,
to it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all
Okay.
about the songs. I wrote and produced uh Gots to Be, Why I Love You. I wrote the
Oh,
hits. So,
first time
yeah,
hearing that. Okay.
yeah,
oh, okay, yeah, I wrote and produced their hits.
Yeah,
So
you
they
don't really
Troop
go.
was Troop
Yeah, go ahead.
Troop Sound was the reason B2K got off,
Started.
because that was Troop Sound. I'm singing
yeah,
backgrounds with them, so they were a young Troop. You
Okay.
know,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah.
And see, it's amazing that you probably never even said nothing about that over the years, have you? That you did that.
Uh, People know. There's a circle of people in the industry that know that I'm a writer and producer and that I did that.
mm,
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. When you think of groups like Boys and Men, Jodeci, Blackstreet, Drew Hill, 112, Silk, Jagged Edge, H Town, Mint Condition, Awful One, all these great groups. What was
Yeah.
the backstage vibe like when all y'all came together back then on one bill?
All love.
yeah,
Because everybody got song. Every one of those groups you named got a song that the other groups like or love.
yep. I love, yeah, yep,
So we were all fans of each other. So when you get backstage on a festival and all of the groups are there, man, it's just a lot of love, a lot of picture taking,
yep,
a lot of
yep.
love, man. A lot of love.
Yeah,
A lot of love and support.
yeah,
Wow, man. You just gave John props and John, you just gave Steve his props. Many R&B groups from your era have disbanded or replaced members, yet you remain original members. What is the one unwritten rule within Truth that has kept you from falling into the typical traps of group breakups? Because it's like y'all still together, man. No matter what.
Just fighting through the stuff that will break you up, man. We've
Yeah.
separated and took time apart. We've taken time to breathe. But I think just the things that will break a group up, we wanted to fight through those things.
Okay.
We wanted to talk through those things because it's
Yeah.
usually a misunderstanding. It's usually somebody taking something wrong and believing it in a way where it's detrimental to the group. It's just you, or it's usually an outside influence or something. So we just fought past all the
Same way.
outside influences and stuff. Um, we uh we had Rodney had a physical situation to go on for 2 years prior to last year.
Okay.
I've just got into a physical situation. So we do have some replacements that's performing right, with the
Yeah,
group right now. But it's still the original group. We still popping.
that's right.
You
That's
know what
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you still popping. This is what I
Yeah.
was saying too. Just last question. First, like I said again, I want to thank y'all for coming on to A Vision Entertainment. I truly do, man. You know,
Thank you,
and
man.
you're
Thank you.
welcome. This next question is will you and Steve try to do an album together or just keep it individuals? Just putting out albums individually.
Heck yeah. Both.
Yeah, yeah, both. Yeah,
Okay.
both.
We're definitely gonna
We
do
see.
music. We're definitely
Okay.
gonna do music individually and as teams. You know what I mean? As a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. Well, if
You
Swiss,
know?
if Swiss Beats give you guys a call to do a versus, who would you go up against between H Town, After Seven, or All for One?
Um, I mean, shoot, man. We probably go versus with After Seven or All for One. I think
Okay.
After
Yeah.
Seven, I got a lot of bangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
they do. Yeah,
After Seven got a
they
lot of
do. After
bangers
seven, got
back
some
to back.
bangers.
Can't
Man,
stop.
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
man.
my number one
One
right
night and all kind of
That's
stuff. Yeah,
but
they
I
got
was
some
just saying you
records.
got one. Yeah, that I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a
Yeah,
hard
because
one.
we got some bangers, but we shortcut ourselves, so we didn't get to bang out the way a lot of those groups did.
now. They did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So
Wow.
that's a
Wow.
tough one, man. That's a tough one. Our goal
yeah.
was to
That's a
be
tough one.
the R. Kelly of groups where you just couldn't mess with Troop and no verses or nothing like that. But
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
like I said, things happen, and we made it where we have a few records. We got records. If you're a true Troop fan and you like the records on the album, then we got some joints. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
But as
right.
far as a
yeah,
group, as far as somebody who's had hits year after year after year after year, we just don't have the number that we'd be outnumbered percentage wise.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
But for the first hour of that, we gonna be in they we're gonna be on their heels.
Yeah,
Whatever,
Okay.
whoever
yeah,
it is, true, we're gonna be on their heels
yeah.
with the hits we do have.
That's
I'm
right.
not
Right.
suit, that's my attitude. I will
Yeah,
always love you. All I do is
yep.
think of you, sweet November.
Yeah.
That's my shoot. We got a few. That's my attitude.
It's not bad. And
Spread
then
my
You
wings.
he
got
brought
yeah,
up New
spread
City.
my
We got the
wings.
soundtrack. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
there's
forgot
some
about
stuff.
that.
There's some
Wow.
stuff. Yeah,
So yeah, we'll be able to put up a battle with somebody. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to
yeah,
stand our own ground for sure. When you leave the verses, you'll be saying, okay, yeah, Troop was still they was hard.
They held it down.
yeah,
They
Yeah,
held it
they
down.
yeah.
yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
Brothers, the legendary viewers. We just talked to the legendary Troop, brother
Yeah.
Steve, brother John. We just want to thank y'all for coming through, man. Just sharing briefly your story, man, and hopefully we can do this again.
Uh,
When y'all come out with those multiple hits again, just come on back, man, and let's talk.
all right, let's do it, man. Thank you
Thank
for
you, guys.
having us.
Gratitude. Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks, bro.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
Stephen Russell
Welcome.
Harts,
And I'm John, and
and
we're
we're
true.
true.
Check out A Vision Entertainment.
And check
Yeah.
out A Vision Entertainment.